What audacity to dare damage the treasured sword. It's all mine, all mine. Let go. The treasured sword is mine, don't anyone dare take it. Who are you? The Haisha sect is here. If you don't want to die, hand over the throne quickly. Be careful, don't come any closer. Where is the dragon slaying sword? Tell me where it is. I'll give you the antidote. The dragon slaying sword is mine. It's mine, don't even think about taking it. Where's the dragon slaying sword? Tell me quickly. Where is it? Where is the dragon slaying sword? Just tell me. Speak up, hurry up and tell me. You're from the Tianying sect. Where is the dragon slaying sword? The dragon slaying sword was originally in this person's hands, and now it's lost. It's gone, or you've hidden it. How dare we hide it? This person earlier was rescued by a skilled martial artist from the Wudong sect. The sword might have fallen into his hands. Speak. We really don't know where the dragon slaying sword is. If we knew the Tianying sect wanted the sword, we would have offered it up as a treasure without delay. How dare we hide it? Spare us. Why should I believe what you say? Search them. The Wild King's sword is indeed missing. Chase. Dragon slaying sword. So many people have died for you. What impressive lightness skill. It's the Wudong's cloud ladder, isn't it? Who might you be, sir? Judging by your age. Are you the third rank Yu Sanxia of the Wudong 7 heroes? Or the fourth rank Zhang Xixia? I am Yu Daiyan, forcing me onto the boat. Just to grind my temper to take this dragon slaying sword from me. Hiding and sneaking the actions of a petty man. Why not show yourself and fight me? Who are you, mere sword name? Not worth mentioning, I've heard. Yu Sanxia is also a righteous hero. Having killed many harmful reinforcements, we can be considered comrades. I respect you a bit. Put down the dragon slaying saber. I'll spare your life, how about that? Such ferocity. In the hands of someone as cunning and ruthless as you, wouldn't it bring endless disaster? You refuse the toast. Then you'll have to face the penalty. You want the dragon slaying saber. If this saber falls into your hands, it will surely lead to the slaughter of innocents, endangering the entire martial world, plunging the martial world into a storm of blood. Might as well kill you now with one strike.
No.
Esteemed heroes of the martial world gathered at the Eagle Sect Saber Conference to welcome the daughter of the sect leader, Missing Susu, head of the Purple Star Hall.
The Eagle Sect has recently acquired a treasured saber named the Dragon-Slaying Saber.
The leader of the Eagle Sect
Fears that the heroes might not know about the Dragon-Slaying Saber, thinking it was obtained by the Eagle Sect. So he invites everyone to witness the true face of the treasured saber.
Let Missing showcase the saber's might.
The supreme weapon of the martial world, the Dragon-Slaying Saber, commands the world. None dare disobey. Today we invite you all, not only to witness the saber's splendor, but also to announce something important. Listen up. From today onwards, there will be no more Sisan Sect, Divine Right Sect, Giant Whale Gang. In Jiangnan there is only the Eagle Sect.
Henin, what do you mean by that?
What I mean is, from today onwards, you will all submit to the Eagle Sect and serve under its command.
You, the Eagle Sect, has always been aggressive. Now you're going too far. Isn't this too much exactly? Way too much. We will never yield. Exactly. We won't submit. It seems I have no choice.
Master Bai. Those who follow me will prosper. Those who oppose me will perish.
Who else dares to defy? Anyone who doesn't join my Tianying sect. Step forward now. Wait a minute.
Martial hero Zhang.
What a coincidence.
What brings you here?
The Dragon-Slaying Saber is related to my third brother's injury. I naturally want to find out where this saber came from.
This saber. I snatched it from the Yuan soldiers.
Then let me ask you again. Oh no, oh no.
What happened?
The ships have all been blown up.
Who did it?
Great Saber.
So it's Senior Xia. My Tianying sect has no prior acquaintance with you. Why did you destroy ships and kill people as soon as you landed on the island? This saber belongs to my Tianying sect.
This saber was made by you. This saber was taken from others by you. Now that it's in my Xia Sun's hands, it's my sky and earth saber.
I say it again. This saber belongs to my Tianying sect.
I'm taking this saber with me. Any objections? Senior Xia is highly respected and renowned far and wide. He is fully qualified to possess this precious saber. We all strongly agree. You must be the leader of the Haisha sect Yuan Guanghua. That's right, who is my master? And which sect? What good deeds have I done? You don't know any of these. Yet you say I'm highly respected and renowned far and wide. That's just talking nonsense without any basis. ICS Sun can't stand a despicable person like you. Last year in Yuyao you caused the death of Zhang Dingyun's entire family. At the beginning of last month you also killed Ouyang Yuqing and Haimin. These are all your good deeds, right? Leader Guo the Divine Fist sect, right? I've thrown 3 punches and met Elder Xia. Who is Cui Feiyin to you? She's my sister-in-law, your sister-in-law. Did you fail to force her and then kill her? And what about the leader of the giant whale gang Mai? Just this past May, you robbed an ocean-going ship, forced dozens of merchants into the sea, where they drowned, and you also caused the death of 7 women. Such actions are intolerable to heaven. ICSN always stand for justice. You 3 come at me together. If you win you can leave. If you don't, next year today will be your death anniversary. Don't worry. I won't use the dragon-slaying saber, so if you 3 come together you might still have a chance. You people are blind, following the wrong masters. You deserve to die. Elder Xia. These people have no grudge against you. Why do you want to kill them? None of these people are innocent of evil deeds. None of them haven't killed. So they deserve to die. You mean these people got what they deserved? Exactly, but you killing indiscriminately. What's the difference between you and them? The difference is, my martial arts are superior, theirs are inferior. The strong win, the weak lose. That's the difference. Elder Xia, I know your martial arts are strong, but I want to tell you more. The biggest difference between humans and beasts is knowing right from wrong. You bullying the weak. What's the difference between you and a beast? We are all martial artists. We should protect the weak and fight the strong. Elder Xia, I admire your martial arts. If Elder Sia could act with chivalry, that would be a blessing for all chivalry. Why should I act with chivalry? Chivalry is about upholding justice, acting on behalf of heaven, ensuring good is rewarded and evil punished. Nonsense in this martial world. Is there really reward for good and punishment for evil? Heaven's ways are inscrutable, human affairs unpredictable. We only seek peace of mind. It's the right thing to do. What's your name? I'm Zhang Chuishan from Wudong. Really didn't expect that. Even Wudong people are fighting with Xia for the dragon-slaying saber. We at Wudong have no interest in the dragon-slaying saber, but this saber is related to my third brother's injury. Zhang Sanfeng's disciples are quite ordinary. It seems Zhang the Taoist isn't that great after all. Senior Xia, your martial arts are unparalleled, but in my master's eyes, it's just reckless bravery. A true man cannot be afraid of death. Insult me if you must, but don't insult my sect. Zhang Sanfeng founded the Feng sect. He must have unique achievements in martial arts. Zhang, what are you good at? I would like to learn.
Senior Xia, you already have the dragon-slaying saber. There's no need for a lesson.
You two are a perfect match. I originally didn't want to fight, but the fact is, I have to kill you.
What do you mean by that?
If I leave survivors on this isolated island, in a few days everyone in the martial world will know that I have the dragon-slaying saber. Today they'll steal, tomorrow they'll rob. Wouldn't that be annoying for me, Xia? Actually, you've already decided to kill to silence. Yes, you're a junior, so I'll go easy on you. Choose your weapon: fists, feet, lightness, skill, hidden weapons, internal power. Use whatever you like, I'll accompany you. If you lose, consider it suicide.
And if you lose, will you also commit suicide?
How could I lose? Get ready to make your move. Since Senior Xia is forcing me to make a move, then I have no choice but to accompany you if I lose. I'll let Senior Xia decide my fate if I'm lucky enough to win a move or two. I don't need Senior Xia to die. I just ask Senior Xia to promise me one thing. Speak.
You're crazy, it's a matter of life and death. How can you let him decide? What are you competing with him for, are you sure?
No, I'll do my best.
If we lose later, we'll find a chance to escape.
Forget about me. Just go as far as you can.
No way. I won't leave you behind and run away. Senior Xia, if I win, I have a request.
How could I possibly lose? Let's make it quick. What are we competing in? Calligraphy. Yield and overcome. Bend and be straight. Empty and be full. Have little and gain. Have much and be confused. Therefore, the sage embraces the one and becomes the model of the world. Does not show himself, therefore is seen. Does not consider himself right, therefore is distinguished. Does not boast, therefore has merit. Does not brag, therefore is lasting. Does not compete, therefore no one in the world can compete with him. the supreme in martial arts. The precious sword slaughters the dragon, commands the world none dare disobey. Without the heavenly sword who can compete? Full of momentum and charm. I can't write like that. Senior Xia, I admire you.
Senior Xia, you lost no excuses.
Zhang Wuxia integrates martial arts into calligraphy, taking a different path. Senior Xia, I am truly enlightened. Admiration indeed. Senior Xia, I'm at your service. I wouldn't dare to command. Just boldly ask for one thing. Please spare the lives of the people on this island. You can make them swear a deadly oath not to reveal anything. I never trust anyone who swears a deadly oath.
What do you mean? Are you trying to back out?
So what? I can spare you too. But not those people. Sorry, but you two will have to disappear for a while. Senior Xia, you burned all the boats on the island. How are those people supposed to get back? They can stay on the island and fend for themselves. Clean and tidy, wouldn't that be better?
You're really something, finding a ship full of deaf and mute sailors.
That's not hard at all. I'll find a ship of illiterate sailors. Pierce their ears deaf. Then just give them a dose of mute potion. Isn't that simple? After we get halfway, I'll poke their eyes blind. What happened? Where's Messine? Where's Xia Sun? What on earth happened? No, I didn't mean to. Right now, we need to figure out a way to subdue that guy first, then we can escape.
All right, you're thinking of ambushing.
Ambush. That's not what a true man does. It's just that our skills are far inferior to his. Why don't I wake him up first? Then compete with him in palm strength. You assist me with hidden weapons from the side. But absolutely no poison. We're already at an unfair advantage with 2 against 1. If you guys want to sneak attack, I might have a slim chance. But if you insist on being honorable, preserving your righteous chivalrous demeanor, you're really asking for trouble. Fine, come on, Xia will compete with you.
Senior Xia, don't hurt her, stop.
Don't move, hurry up, little girl. Better not make a move if my palm turns into a fist. One punch down his bones and arms will break. I wonder if your heart will ache.
Don't.
What are you waiting for?
Senior Xia will follow you. Quickly withdraw.
Your palm force, quickly withdraw it. If you harbor no ulterior motives, I'll spare your lives.
We never had any ulterior motives. Quickly withdraw your palm. I beg you.
You make him swear. Make a move, make him swear.
Brother Zhang, we're no match for Senior Xia. Let's just stay with him on this deserted island for a year or so. I'll make a vow for you. Ayin Susu and Zhang Suishan are willing to accompany Senior Xia until the secret of the dragon-slaying saber is discovered. If we harbor any ill intentions, die by the sword immediately.
What's strange about a martial artist dying by the sword?
All right. If we two unite as one, make me not live past 20.
Stop it! Okay.
Brother Wu, are you okay? Brother Wu, soon if anything happens, I'll fight you to the death.
He actually blocked my palm for so long. The martial arts of the Wudong disciples are indeed impressive. Don't worry, he won't die.
Are you okay, Brother Wu?
Why didn't you make a move? Damn heavens. I just got the dragon-slaying saber to avenge my family. Why are you treating me like this? Look, his spirit and mind seem to be in chaos.
With him like this, will we die?
No, definitely not.
I've already done too many evil deeds. The heavens are punishing me.
Don't think nonsense, the sky rises at sea. The wind and clouds change, no one can do anything about it. Damn heavens. I hate you, I'm not afraid of you. I'll fight you to the death.
Let go of me, you traitor.
You killed my wife. I'll kill your wife to pay with your life.
Let go of
I'll
me.
make you pay in blood.
Brother Wu, be careful. Brother Wu. Brother Wu. Save me, Susu.
Susu. Susu. Susu. Susu. Susu. Susu. Susu, wake up. Susu. Susu. You can't die, can't die. You can't die. Susu, you can't die. Susu. Susu. How are you? How are you? How are you?
Brother Wu, I'm so scared. Oh dear, this nun. Are you sure you're at the right place? This is a brothel, not a temple. I haven't checked. Respect you and know gods to worship. Please leave. I'm not here for tea, nor to worship gods. I'm here to reclaim someone. Eagle calls the master of the divine snake altar to show his moves.
The vegetation is dense between these islands. They might be hiding there. Have you really looked for the young master? We've searched the Sea Sand Island and Penglai Island. With so many islands, it's like finding a needle in a haystack. What do you mean by finding a needle in a haystack? Well, according to the wind and current at that time, the ship definitely went north. Even if we have to turn every island on this map upside down, you must find my sister and Sia Sun. Find them for me.
The young master Jumia is here. It's okay if you don't talk. Keep being stubborn. If my disciple loses a single hair, I'll make sure you die a terrible death. Search for me, yes.
None, your presence honors us. Sin.
Hoof kid, cut the nonsense.
I've heard that the Amay disciples are all beautiful. Seeing them today, they truly live up to their reputation. Never thought the nun would break her vows today, leading her disciples to visit my humble establishment, making it shine with glory. Nun, why don't you lead your disciples to change their will? Turn to the brothel business to save all beings. How about it?
You.
Young master, young master. Young master, young master.
Sister ding, sister ding, sister ding. Sister ding, sister ding, sister ding. Sister ding, sister ding, sister ding. Sister ding, sister ding. Sister ding, sister ding. This is a dead end. Sisters, look, this seems to be a stone door. Stone door this. I'm opening it now. What should we do? There must be a mechanism around here somewhere. Everyone look around. All right. The doors open. Sister ding, sister ding, sister ding. Sister ding, senior sister. Sister ding. Sister ding, sister ding, let's go. Oh. It's okay, senior sister, that's great. We finally found you. I thought I'd never see you again. It's all your fault for not guarding your post properly and not returning in time for the tribulation, causing us to be deceived by the demons. Sister ding. You are in Tianjin.
The master is indeed as renowned as they say, training such a group of fearless disciples. Fortunately, we stopped it in time. Otherwise, the loss would have been great. How could the master bear it?
My disciple indeed lacks skill. But choosing to do good is steadfast. It's what every martial artist should aspire to. Because the sect leader acts against the way, it's inevitable to look down on them.
Why don't you stand up yourself? Don't trouble the elders.
Sect leader Ian, do you know why I took the name Extinction?
A person who follows the Tao took such a ruthless name. It's really intriguing. I'd like to hear the details.
Extinction is my promise to all living beings. To eliminate and eradicate these evil heretics. Without mercy.
Is my Heavenly Eagle sect righteous or evil? It's not for outsiders to judge. If the master truly has the ability, why not find out for yourself? The information from the Wanpan Mountain meeting that day. Today you sent your disciples to spy everywhere, harassing our sect. Doing this will only bring you disgrace. It won't have a good outcome.
It seems a battle between us today is unavoidable.
I in Tianjin never bully women. I'll let the master have 3 moves. Please hump.
Looking down on people. You better not regret it yourself.
Father sect leader, sect leader.
Master.
It seems you're the infamous abbess. Today it's hard to tell who's superior. The person has been retrieved. Why not let it end here?
That makes sense. Let's go.
Stop, come back. Beast. How could you do such a despicable thing? Kidnapping a female disciple and imprisoning her in this trap. Humiliating women is not the act of a hero. Father, they were the ones who kept provoking. I had no choice but to resort to this. Your son has not truly humiliated them. You were reckless for a moment, saying to avoid the authorities, and opened this brothel as a branch to gather intelligence and kidnapped someone to intimidate, using this brothel as a prison. From this day on, disband this brothel. You are not to step into the red light district again. Senior brother. You fainted on the shore, I carried you back. Zhang Suishan. You are Zhang Suishan, I am Zhang Suishan. What is this place? This is the far north, a deserted island with eternal ice. And a volcano that never extinguishes. Su and I call it Ice Fire Island. So according to you, we can't return to the mainland. Whether we can return or not depends on the will of heaven, Pa. What heaven? Thieving heaven, dog heaven, stinking heaven, stinking heaven. Get him some food. Elder Sia, we have some food here. Have something to eat. Have some. What do you intend to do with me? What can we, a married couple, do to you? You're already married.
Thanks to Elder Sia's matchmaking, if you hadn't captured us, we probably wouldn't have become a couple.
What exactly do you two intend to do with me? Elder Sia, we are the ones who blinded your eyes, but we had no choice. We are truly sorry. Since things have come to this, we apologize 1,000 times. Even 10,000 apologies are useless, since fate has brought us together on this isolated island. Perhaps we'll never make it back to Midway in this lifetime. So Senior Sia, please give us a chance to take care of you for the rest of your life. If that's how you see it, then so be it.
Senior, our bond as husband and wife is deep and strong. We'll live and die together. If one day you suddenly go mad and kill one of us, the other will not live on alone.
In other words, if you two die, I won't survive either.
Good that you understand, Senior. Look at that doe's belly, she must be pregnant. Please show mercy and don't kill her.
Perhaps these days on the list. He's been unable to figure out the secret of the dragon-slaying saber, so he's been very irritable.
But I'm afraid he might go berserk at any moment. Originally we could have perished together, but now that we have a child we must be extra careful. We can't risk our lives anymore.
Don't worry, I'm here. Before there was only one person in my heart. Now there are two, no matter what. I will protect you both. Why are you out working again? Didn't I tell you to rest well?
It's okay, I just needed to stretch a bit.
Give it to me from now on. Leave such tasks to me.
Good little rabbit.
From now on, don't run around so much.
Oh, it's just fetching some water.
Be good.
Hum.
What's wrong?
The baby kicked me again.
Let me listen. He's moving.
Did you hear that? You know, today I not only picked pine cones, but also found some lingji mushrooms. Brother Wu, do you think we'll have a boy or a girl?
The boy looks like me, the girl looks like you. Whether it's a boy or a girl, both are good.
But I prefer a boy. After he's born, would you name him?
Sure, let me think about it.
When he grows up, you can teach him martial arts. Teach him hunting, and I'll teach him how to write, okay?
Sure. Every day the three of us will go hunting in the mountains. Go fishing by the sea, and when he grows up, we'll find a place with a beautiful view. Live in a treehouse. Damn heavens, you're unfair to me. Why leave me alone in this world? I'll kill you. Kill, kill, kill. Master. Pa, you're not worthy to be my master. Chunkuin, I'll kill you. How do you feel coming quickly?
Elder Xia, he's gone mad again, isn't he?
Don't worry. I'm here, I'll be fine, don't be nervous.
I'm in so much pain it feels like it's coming.
Come out. If you don't come out, I'll kill your whole family. I'll kill your whole family. Chunkuin, I'll kill your whole family. Su. I'll block him for a while, buy you some time.
No, fifth brother, it's too dangerous. You can't go out, Susu.
I'll fight to the death to protect you and your child.
What if?
There is no what if. No matter what, you have to live. Raise our child.
No, fifth brother.
Chenkuin. Come out, sirs. There is no Chenkuin here. Chenkuin, you can hide today, but not forever. Yes, elder, there is no enemy of yours here. I'm Zhang Chuishan from Chenkuin. Today I'll kill your whole family. This day next year will be your death anniversary, bring your life.
Fifth brother. Xia, soon stop. Fifth brother.
Chinkuan, I see where you're trying to escape this time. I'm not Chinkuan, you killed my whole family. I'll make you pay with your blood.
Xiesun, stop. Stop.
Our child. Boy or girl? Boy, who does he look like? More like his mother with big eyes. I hope he grows up with much fortune and longevity. And less suffering.
Elder Xia. Are you saying the child's face is unlucky?
No. The child looks like you too handsome. When he grows up, he will inevitably face many hardships. Elder Xia thinks far ahead. We are on a deserted island. This child might have to spend his whole life here.
No. We can stay here. But how can we let our child live on this deserted island forever if the three of us die? Who will accompany him? How will he marry and have children when he grows up?
But here is thousands of miles from the mainland. How can we ever return? Madame Zhang is right. The three of us are doomed. But we can't let the child grow old and die on this deserted island, grown up without ever seeing the world. Madame Zhang, no matter what, we must send this child back to the mainland. Hey, why are you up? Lie down.
Brother Wu, let's kowtow to Elder Xia together to thank him for his great kindness.
Hey, no need. Have you named the child yet? Not yet. Elder Xia is very knowledgeable. Why don't we ask Elder Xia to name the child? Okay, let me think.
I want to ask you a favor for this child. I hope you agree.
What is it?
Please take him as your godson, so that when he grows up, he will take care of you like his own father. With you here, he will never be bullied in his life. Brother Wu, what do you think?
Good, very good. If Senior Xia doesn't mind, please take this child as your adopted son. My child was thrown to death by others. His body was shattered and bloody. If he were alive, I would be 18 this year. I would teach him all my martial arts. And he would never lose to your Wudong 7 heroes. Senior Sia. Then you take him as your adopted son and will let him change his surname to Sia. Really, are you willing to let your child take the surname Sia? My deceased child was named Sia Wuji. If you like, we'll name this child Sia Wuji. You've given the child to me. What about yourselves? Whether the child is surnamed Zhang or Sia, as long as he is loved, it's the same. When this child grows up, he will be filial to his parents, respect his adopted father without distinction of closeness or distance. Isn't it the same, Susu? What do you think?
Yes, one more person to love her. Of course, it's a good thing.
Yes. I thank you both. The crime of blinding me is now forgiven. From now on, ICSM will teach the child all my martial arts. I will let the whole world know. His father is Zhang Suishan. His mother is Yin Susu. And his adoptive father is the golden-haired Lion King Xia Sun.
Senior Xia,
Yes.
would you like to hold him?
Senior Xia. Hold the child. Better give him back to you. Don't let my face scare the child.
How could it? As long as you like, hold him a little longer. When the child grows up, you'll take him out to play.
Senior Xia. We are now a family. What's with all this senior and junior stuff? Ha ha ha, I've got an idea. How about the three of us become sworn siblings? Ha ha ha. You're a master. We're juniors, how could we presume to be your equals? Ah, we're all part of the martial world. Why be so old-fashioned? Will you call me Big Brother?
Sure. I'll call you Big Brother first. From today onwards, we're sworn siblings. If fifth brother still calls you senior, then wouldn't I become his senior?
Exactly. Since that's the case, I'll call you Big Brother. Fifth brother.
Big Brother.
Fifth sister. The child is hungry. His mother should feed him. Fifth brother. I'll go outside to find some firewood, to make the fire strong. Don't let fifth sister and Wuji get cold. Okay. Xiangyang City was breached by the Mongols. Guo Jing and Huang Rong asked craftsmen to melt Yangguo's heavy iron sword and forge it into 2 new weapons, placing the 9 manual and the martial arts legacy inside. These 2 legendary weapons, one called the Heaven Sword, the other called the Dragon Slaying Saber. The Heaven Sword contains the 9 manual. The Dragon Slaying Saber contains the martial arts legacy. Thus it's rumored in the martial world that whoever finds these 2 weapons will become the supreme martial artist and unify the martial world. Guo Jing and Huang Rong's youngest daughter Guoxiang went out of the city to search for Yangguo and Xiaolong and V's whereabouts, first arriving at the Shaolin Temple to seek Yangguo's friend the colorless monk. Unexpectedly, Shaolin Temple had undergone changes. Master Zhu Yuan and his disciple Zhang Junbao used the 9 Yang divine skill to repel enemies because they self-taught Shaolin martial arts. They violated sect rules and were captured by Shaolin Temple. Guoxiang escaped down Mount Shaoshi with the 2. Before Zhu Yuan passed away, he recited the 9 Yang manual. Guoxiang and Zhang Junbao, the 3 monks, each memorized a part. Later, Guoxiang founded the Amei sect and became a nun. Zhang Junbao established the Wudong sect and became a Taoist. Zhang Sanfeng had 7 outstanding disciples, known in the martial world as the 7 heroes of Wudong. This is Yu Daiyan III in rank. He accidentally encountered a sect in the martial world, fighting fiercely over the dragon slaying saber. Yu Daiyan kindly helped the weaker side, but unexpectedly got involved in this mess. I am from Wudong. Yu Daiyan, may I ask which sect is so cruel? Unexpectedly, even the renowned Wudong is here to seize the saber. Seize the saber. I have no interest in this saber. I remember my master's teachings on Wudong Mountain. When encountering injustice, one should help. If this is none of your business, step aside. If you know what's good for you, I'll spare you. The saber is mine. I won't give it to you even if I die. The person holding the saber was beaten badly, still unwilling to let go, but there's more in the lake. For experts from the Haiyan gang threw a handful of poisonous salt, burning the person's skin. Even so, that person still wouldn't give up the dragon slaying saber. Yu Daiyan, seeing him so miserable, kicked tiles to knock down the 4, then used Wudong's cloud-splitting leap, washing the poisonous salt off him with lake water. Yu Daiyan helped him escape to a dilapidated temple, kindly gave him some miraculous medicine, advising him to use the saber to get the antidote from the Haiyan gang. But good advice is hard to accept for the doomed. This guy is too obsessed with the dragon slaying saber, preferring to die than to give up the saber. Sure enough, soon people came to seize the saber. These people threw in sandbags filled with poisonous salt. Yu Daiyan hid in the shadows. That person threw the dragon slaying saber next to Yu Daiyan, then was eroded by the poison, losing the ability to resist. The boss of the Haiyan gang didn't get to be proud for long. In less than 2.5 minutes, encountered a tough group. The ones who came to rescue were from the Tianying sect. Neither side found the dragon slaying saber. The boss of the Haiyan gang said Yu Daiyan took the saber. After the Tianying sect killed all the Haiyan gang, they also left. As the saying goes, the innocent man with the jade is guilty. Yu Daiyan held the dragon slaying saber, looking at the mess, thinking he's in big trouble. The martial world will surely be stirred into a bloody storm because of the saber. Stirring up a bloody storm. I must bring the dragon slaying saber back to Wudong. Leave it to the master. I'm Zhang Suishan from Wudong. Didn't we establish the 7 heroes of Wudong? Why is there another one? The 5th hero, Zhang. This is indeed the 5th hero, Zhang of Wudong. A hero must be unmatched. I have a question. Our 3rd brother went out to eliminate evil. By rights, he should be back by now, but he hasn't returned yet. The 3rd brother, Zhang, the hero mentioned. Is it you? Hero, you is indeed my 3rd brother, Yu Daiyan. Wasn't he brought back to the mountain by your fellow disciples? Brought back to the mountain? I just came down from there. I didn't see anyone going up the mountain. Where did you see my 3rd brother? Yu Daiyan was carrying the dragon slaying saber, preparing to return to Wudong Mountain. On the way back, he was extremely cautious, but still underestimated the dangers of the martial world. Who would have thought that the boatman was also an imposter? Halfway through, he suddenly jumped off. At that moment, a large ship collided with them. Yu Daiyan leaped onto the ship. It turned out to be the butcher from the Tianying sect last night. That man refused to reveal his name. He demanded Yu Daiyan hand over the dragon slaying saber. Yu Daiyan upheld justice, unwilling to let this divine weapon fall into the hands of evil. Seeing that he wouldn't yield, they started to fight. But Hero Yu's martial arts were clearly superior. That man was defeated in just a few rounds, with the saber at his neck. Yu Daiyan hesitated whether to take his life. Suddenly, several hair-thin hidden weapons shot out from the door crack. Yu Daiyan couldn't dodge in time, was hit by 3 needles and immediately fainted. Before fainting, he saw a woman in white, but couldn't see her face clearly. The scene shifted. That woman had arrived at the Longmen Courier Station. She took out 2,000 taels of gold, asking the boss to personally escort the delivery. And naturally, the delivery was Yu Daiyan. But the dragon slaying saber on him was nowhere to be found. This money isn't so easy to earn. There are 3 requirements that must be met. First, she insisted that De Jing personally escort it. She didn't trust anyone else. Second, within 10 days, it must be delivered from Linan Prefecture to Wudong Mountain in Hubei. As for the third,
If there's the slightest mistake, I'll make sure the Lawman Courier Station is wiped out completely.
De Jing took on this task, taking great care along the way, finally arriving at the foot of Wudong Mountain. At this moment, 6 men in Taoist robes approached. They claimed to be the 7 heroes of Wudong, saying they were here to pick up the third brother when they lifted the curtain and saw Yu Daiyan. Yu Daiyan also recognized the men in front of him, one of the villains he had fought with yesterday, but he was poisoned and couldn't speak. Du Dajin thought the mission was completed, so he let the 6 men take Yu Daiyan away. All of this was seen by the woman in white after a while. Zhang Suishan came down the mountain to look for someone, originally just asking if anyone had seen her third brother, but the owner's words sent a chill down her spine. It turned out her third brother had already been taken away by 6 imposters, and at this moment Yu Daiyan was suffering in the carriage. The villain broke all his limbs with force, just to force out the whereabouts of the dragon-slaying saber. Yu Daiyan was in so much pain that tears were about to burst out. Damn it, are you out of your mind? Don't you know I can't speak? When Zhang Suishan arrived at the scene, she only saw her third brother lying by the roadside barely alive. Zhang Suishan took him back to Wudong. The brothers checked his injuries. Yu Daiyan had already become disabled. Zhang Sanfeng used his superior internal energy to heal him. With a forceful push, the poison needles flew out. At this time, they still didn't know who the murderer was. Suddenly a disciple reported that the chief inspector of Longmen Escort had come to visit. It turned out the chief inspector knew he hadn't handled the matter well. Feeling guilty, he came to express his apologies. Zhang Suishan appeared gentle on the surface, but in fact she was already seething with anger. With one punch she sent Du Dajin flying 6 or 7 meters. For fairness, she also kicked his attendant flying. These 2 moves were just right stunning but not brain damaging. Let me go, let me go. Let me teach those bastards a lesson. We came with good intentions. Is this how Wudong treats people? You still say you're innocent. We are innocent. At that time, a guest named Yin sent 2,000 taels of gold, asking us to escort you, the third hero up the mountain. You took the 2,000 taels of gold and still dare to talk tough. You didn't send my third brother back to Wudong Mountain. Instead, you handed him over to the villains. I tell you, this account has to be settled with you. Calm down. Calm down, Wudong, calm down. Let Du Dajin explain what happened. Du Dajin told how the guest placed the order and how he was instructed, but in the end, Yu Daiyan's brothers felt he took the money, but didn't do a good job and couldn't help but push him around again. Just then a gold ingot fell out from his pocket. Everyone picked it up to take a look, and surprisingly there were 2 deep finger marks on it. Zhang Sanfeng was originally from Shaolin, so naturally he recognized this as the Shaolin's Vajra finger technique. But those who mastered this technique in Shaolin were all elderly enlightened monks of that age. How could they do such a despicable thing? This is really puzzling. Du Dajin, after being hit twice by Wudong, said he had apologized. After saying that, he cupped his hands and left. This escort agency owner, Du Dajin, was a lay disciple of Shaolin. All evidence pointed to Shaolin. Several disciples couldn't hold back and wanted to confront Shaolin, but Zhang Sanfeng thought this matter wasn't that simple. Zhang Chuishan asked his master for permission to investigate this in Linen. He was the closest to his third brother. Now that his third brother was in such trouble, he swore he would definitely get to the bottom of this and give his third brother an explanation. Zhang Chuishan is really ruthless. But this Lu family's 300 taels of gold. If you don't kill me, your whole family will be. It's you and me. I didn't kill anyone, I just arrived. It's Zhang Chuishan. You still dare to argue? You've mistaken the person. Just because third brother Yu Daiyan was injured and disabled by a villain, Zhang Chuishan came down the mountain to Linen to investigate who did it. On the way he met Du Dajin again, thinking that he took 2,000 taels of gold from someone, but didn't take third brother to Wudong Mountain as agreed. Zhang Chuishan was furious. Coincidentally, the local people encountered a flood. Zhang Chuishan then said to him, take all the money to help the people. Otherwise I will slaughter your whole family. But this was just to scare him. When night fell, Zhang Chuishan came to the Longmen Escort Agency. The place was already dead silent. As soon as he entered, he was mistaken by Du Dajin as the murderer, and coincidentally the people from Shaolin were also there. When Du Dajin was dying, he insisted that Zhang Chuishan was the one who killed his whole family. Now Zhang Chuishan couldn't argue. The monks from Shaolin were unreasonable. They directly started to beat him up. Zhang Chuishan could handle it at first, but later he was entangled by their random sticks. Just then a hidden weapon flew from not far away, directly blinding one of the monks. Zhang Chuishan shouted that the murderer was still on the scene. The killer's attire was strikingly similar to Zhang Chuishan's. In a panic, he fled with Zhang Chuishan in hot pursuit, but by the lakeside he lost the trail. There was nowhere to hide. The only suspicious spot was a small boat on the lake. Zhang Chuishan leaped aboard and was about to knock when a stunning beauty emerged. Zhang Chuishan was momentarily stunned. My apologies, miss.
Why have you barged onto my boat at night, sir?
Zhang Chuishan couldn't help but steal a few more glances, nearly forgetting his mission in his nervousness. He introduced himself, then recounted his chase of the killer. The lady claimed she saw no suspicious person. As Zhang Chuishan prepared to leave, a light drizzle began. The lady fetched him an oil paper umbrella. The artwork on the umbrella was clearly exquisite. Besides martial arts, Zhang Chuishan's second passion was calligraphy. Turns out they shared common interests. Zhang Chuishan commented on the umbrella's artwork. The lady pleased revealed her surname was Yin. Zhang Chuishan became instantly alert, for he had learned from Du Daying yesterday. The person who placed the order also had the surname Yin. Zhang Chuishan boldly speculated that person was the Yin lady before him who didn't deny. She invited him into the cabin to speak, where she explained her order and how she secretly protected Yu Daiyin. But about seizing the dragon-slaying saber, she mentioned nothing when it came to handover. He sensed something amiss and pursued to inquire. But the 6 men attacked him without hesitation. One even used a hidden weapon, wounding him. The weapon was the Shaolin's famous flower dart. He recalled Du Daying was a Shaolin lay disciple. He intended to get the antidote from him, but unfortunately, he was in the guest hall. Seeing Zhang Chuishan's attire was appealing, he got himself an identical set. Upon reaching the Longmen escort agency, Du Daying's men attacked him directly. Then he killed Du Daying's entire family. He explained he didn't mean to frame, it was just a misunderstanding. Zhang Chuishan listened and understood. Setting aside the matter of being framed, he only commented that Yin Susu's actions were too ruthless. These matters didn't warrant taking lives. Yin Susu was somewhat angered by his words. No one has ever dared to accuse him of being wrong since he was a child. At this moment, the poison dart in his hand took effect. Zhang Chuishan just wanted to check his injury, but got slapped by him. I, Zhang Chuishan, have never seen a girl as rude and willful as you.
Well, today you have met one.
I'd like to see for myself just how rude and willful you can be. Yin Susu refused to let him help, insisting he admit his mistake first or she wouldn't let him check. Zhang Chuishan, originally holding a straightforward mindset, but seeing her about to faint from poisoning, decided not to argue. Quickly made a vow, then held the beauty in his arms and fed her the medicine. Feeling better? Good.
My chest feels so uncomfortable. It's your fault for not admitting your mistakes sooner. If I die, it's all because of you.
Zhang Chuishan treated her wound and then took his leave. Yin Susu watched his departing figure, seemingly reluctant. Actually, Zhang Chuishan felt the same way, but he had urgent matters to attend to, hoping in the vastness of the martial world they might meet again if fate allows. Sorry to trouble you both, temporarily deaf. As everyone knows, among the trilogy of the Condor heroes, 3 are especially good at coaxing. One is Hong Qigong from Peach Blossom Island. Another is Yang Gui, who discovered the truth of the South Sea. And then there's this Xie Sun, who came to seize the dragon-slaying saber. Continuing from last time, Zhang Chuishan continued to investigate the matter of his third brother, hearing that the Eagle Sect was holding some kind of saber conference on the island. The saber naturally referring to the dragon-slaying saber. His third brother's injury is related to the saber, so he naturally had to come and see. The purpose of the Eagle Sect's meeting was to merge all the smaller sects into the Eagle Sect, because it's long been rumored in the martial world that the supreme martial treasure, the dragon-slaying saber, commands the world and none dare to disobey. This clearly states that whoever obtains the dragon-slaying saber becomes the leader of the martial world, so everyone else must bow to them. The underlings naturally disagree. They gathered together intending to resist on stage, but the dragon-slaying saber is too sharp. Ordinary weapons would be cut in one strike. Yin Susu thought things were going smoothly, but just then Zhang Chuishan appeared that day on the boat. Yin Susu only mentioned escorting Yu Daiyin, but why it was him who escorted he didn't mention a word. Now seeing the dragon-slaying saber, it's clear the one who seized it was him. Yin Susu was about to argue, when suddenly an explosion was heard from the seaside, followed by a report from a subordinate that a yellow-haired old man had blown up all their ships. Only heard a roar into the sky. A blonde weirdo headed straight for the high platform. The man who took the knife at such a fast speed hasn't responded yet. What's going on? I already got a hit on the forehead. Then he grabbed his calf and threw it wildly. The dragon knife was thrown by him and flew out. Then it fell firmly into his hands. One of the 4 protectors named the Golden Lion King Xie Sun. It is well known that the word protector has been touched. No, good lord. They tend to be good at making knotted laughter. Then press the main character to the ground.
This knife is my Tianying teaching.
You made this knife. You took this knife from someone else. Now in the hands of my Xie Sun. That is my sky tunnel.
I repeat, this knife is taught by my Skyhawk.
Obviously Yin Susu don't realize the seriousness of the problem. He reached for the dragon knife. Xie Sun only dodges and does not take the initiative to spare. That's it. Yin Susu couldn't resist being pushed out by Xie Xuan. Zhang Chuishan reached out to pick it up. Then there was a classic scene in the TV series. Xie Sun interrupted this beautiful scene. He present to ask little Kara below if he had any comments. Those people just couldn't do it. They peed clean when they saw the Golden Lion King without peeing his pants. Where are the last words? Shishuan could have taken a knife and left, but he wanted to destroy everyone. So he put the leader of the little Kara gang underneath. How many bad things have been done? List them one by one. If you say you want to do justice for the sky, you won't let one go. Shishuan naturally did not wrong a good person. These people are the scum of the river and lake. But Zhang Chuishan is also a Monspeak. Listen to him. When the kill nature is to persuade. I saw him open his mouth and accuse Shishuan of great truth. The troops said Shishuan was a little confused. Insusu was also surprised by him. If this golden lion makes a fire, who can stop him? Shishuan just wanted to have an attack. Zhang Chuishan's self-reported family is a Zhang Sanfeng disciple. Shishuan paused when he heard the name of Zhang Sanfeng, then said Zhang real martial arts. Presumably disciple is also not bad. He's going to have a good experience today. You're a junior. I will let you point. Weapon fist light bow. Hidden weapons inside the bow you feel free to use. I'm game if you lose. It's as good as suicide.
And if you lose, will you also commit suicide?
How could I lose? Get ready to make your move. None of the skills Xiesun mentioned were a match for Zhang Chuishan, but he still went ahead with it. Yansusu's concern was evident. But Zhang Chuishan told her not to worry. He even confidently bet with Xiesun that if he won, he would ask the elder to spare everyone on the island. Xiesun didn't agree, nor did he refuse, just seemed a bit impatient. Since Elder Xie is so skilled in martial arts, then what I propose to compete with you is calligraphy. Zhang Chuishan lowered his shoulders and elbows, took a deep breath. Then his internal energy filled his hands. At this moment he felt like a calligraphy brush himself, freely displaying his calligraphy on the floor. This scene. I can't help but shout, "Uncle, bring me a cigarette. Uncle, bring me a cigarette." Zhang Chuishan landed smoothly after a series of elegant moves. Then with a push of his hands the dust was blown away, revealing the written characters Wulin Supreme. Treasure blade slays the dragon, commands the world, none dare disobey. If the heavenly sword does not appear, who can contend? Full of momentum and charm. I can't write like that. Xie is impressed.
Elder Xie, you can't go back on your word if you lose.
Although Xiesun admitted defeat, he still didn't keep his promise. He didn't intend to let anyone from the audience leave. Otherwise everyone would know he had obtained the dragon-slaying blade. Then everyone would be after his life. Just now Zhang Chuishan won, essentially saving his own life. He noticed a special relationship between Insusu and Zhang Chuishan, so these two could be safe. He sealed their acupuncture points, then leaped onto a high platform, took a deep breath, and let out a long roar. Instantly, everything on the island was thrown into chaos. According to unofficial history, after filming this scene, the entire crew had to go to the hospital for emergency treatment. The scene shifts. Xiesun is already on a boat with the blade. All the boatmen are deaf, mute, and unable to speak. He plans to find a secluded place on the vast sea to thoroughly study the secrets of the dragon-slaying blade. The people on the island were already bleeding from their orifices. Even if alive, they were like walking corpses. Moreover, Xiesun destroyed all the boats. These people could only stay on the island to fend for themselves. Now, except for Zhang Chuishan and Insusu, no third person knows the whereabouts of the treasure blade and Xiesun. When I was at Wanpan Mountain, I could tell. In times of crisis, you too. Your concern for each other was evident. You are a perfect match. If you were stranded on a deserted island, you could marry and have children. Wouldn't that be wonderful, Senior Xie? Don't joke around. Look at Miss Hian's expression. You know I'm right. After Xiesun seized the dragon-slaying saber, he wanted to find a secluded place to thoroughly study its secrets, because he lost a bet to Zhang Xueshan on Wanpan Mountain. He wouldn't take Zhang Xueshan and Insusu's lives, but he was afraid that if he let them return to the Central Plains, they would expose his whereabouts, so he had to keep them with him until he uncovered the secret of the dragon-slaying saber. If Xiesun couldn't find it in 10 years, Zhang Xueshan would have to stay with him for 10 years. If he couldn't find it in a lifetime, Zhang Xueshan would have to stay with him for a lifetime. They couldn't fight him, nor could they plead with him. Xiesun no longer believed in anyone's oaths, because the person he respected the most destroyed his family. He couldn't take revenge with his own strength. That's why he wanted the dragon-slaying saber, hoping to uncover its secrets and seek revenge. For this he even cut off a finger. He vowed that at night Xiesun would sleep alone in one room, while Zhang Xueshan and Insusu would share a room on the vast sea. With the waves surging, their bodies inevitably swayed. This actually gave Zhang Xueshan a great opportunity. With a beauty in his arms, he realized that Jinhuan wasn't as eager as he thought. Zhang Xueshan still wanted to escape. She whispered to Insusu to wait. She would deal with Xiesun, and Insusu would assist with hidden weapons. This might just work. But Xie Sun's hearing was too sharp before they could finish. He was already at the door and a fight broke out. Zhang Zuishan could only hold out for a while, but Yin Susu was afraid her lover would be killed by Xie Sun. Xie Sun was already prepared, so the chance of success was slim. So he begged Xie Sun to spare Zhang Zuishan. Xie Sun made him swear a deadly oath. Yin Susu said if they dared to write letters again, they would die by a sword or blade. Dying by blade is nothing special.
We each have our own hearts. Call me, I won't live past 20.
Xie Sun let Zhang Zuishan go and went back to sleep until late at night. In the vast ocean we encountered a storm. The ship was almost swallowed by the sea. Xie Sun came out with the dragon-slaying sword, cursing at the heavens. He hated the unfairness of fate. Why could the enemy roam free, while all he wanted was revenge? Yet the heavens seemed to be against him. He screamed all night. By the next day he was somewhat delirious. He mistook Yin Susu for the enemy and attacked her. Zhang Chuishan stood in front of Yin Susu and fought with him. Yin Susu took the chance to throw two hidden weapons, blinding Xie Sun. Xie Sun went berserk and smashed the ship to pieces. All three fell into the sea. Yin Susu seemed unable to swim and sank immediately. Zhang Chuishan hurried to search, diving several times but found nothing. Each time she went down she could only stay for a few seconds. She had to come up for air, repeating this 4 or 5 times. Finally she found Yin Susu, and after Zhang Chuishan revived her, the two hugged tightly, drifting on the ocean. Following the current, drifting north, getting colder. After an unknown amount of time, just as their resolve was almost exhausted, they unexpectedly encountered floating ice. Zhang Chuishan moved them onto it. They sat cross-legged, using their internal energy to resist the cold. They continued to drift north. After a long time, they surprisingly saw an island after landing. Their moods were different. Zhang Chuishan looked despondent. They had drifted for so long to get here. Now the ship was gone. It seemed they would have to live on this deserted island forever. Yin Susu was different. She liked Zhang Chuishan, but their backgrounds were different. If they returned to the Central Plains, their elders would never agree to them being together on this deserted island with no one else around. Yin Susu became braver. She expressed her feelings to Zhang Chuishan. It was up to Zhang Chuishan to respond. That day when we fell into the sea, there was only one thought in my mind. No matter what, I had to save you. When I finally saved you and found you were still alive, my heart was so full of happiness and joy. Perhaps I had never felt this way in my life. Maybe this is fate from now on. There will be no more Zhang Chuishan in the martial world to talk to you. We no longer have to worry about the grudges between the sects. Perhaps the rest of our lives will be on this deserted island. Then let's stay here, never to be apart for all our lives.
Really? Are you really willing to be with me for a lifetime?
Zhang Chuishan, to reassure Yin Susu, chose a straightforward way to propose. She took Yin Susu's hand and swore to the heavens she would cherish her beloved for a lifetime. Yin Susu also vowed to turn over a new leaf and never take another's life again. They bowed and kowed out, sealing their fate, then found a cave to live in, truly entering the bridal chamber. From then on their life was uneventful until this day. They were fishing by the stream when a familiar figure approached. Even the Golden Lion King was surprised to find this place, but he was starving and weak. He fainted right away.
Brother, let's just go. If he wakes up and goes berserk again, it won't be good. Let him fend for himself here to avoid endless trouble and save our lives.
Susu, we have to save him. You forgot your vow to never kill again.
I didn't kill anyone.
Is there any difference between letting someone die and killing them?